Address immediately, among other issues, the issue of cash crunch that was caused by their policy. As at this morning, when the CWC met again to review the situation, we discovered that not much improvement has been made. The situation is still almost the same. People are still buying our currency with our currency. People can still not access the currency. And the government seems to be very adamant on this. No move is being made to reduce the suffering of Nigerians. Consequently, the CWC in session resolved to go into the process of actualizing the one-week notice we gave. From this week, from Friday, there will be mobilization of all state councils through a NEC meeting. All unions have already been directed to mobilize all their organs and their branches by Wednesday next week. All central bank offices nationwide will be picketed. All central bank from the CBN headquarters will be shut till further notice. Workers are directed to stay at home and join in the picketing exercise. We wish to call on Nigerians to understand the circumstances we are operating in. People will be telling you the political situation. The political situation is self-inflicted, and the economic situation is worse than the political situation, because people cannot eat. Workers can no longer go to office, and nothing is happening. So we have been pushed to the wall, having given 1 week, and we thought they could address the situation. It is not addressed. We have decided to take our destiny in our hands. So, comrades, in a nutshell, we felt we should update you and to tell you that mobilization commenced immediately. And when we talk of action from Wednesday, it's total, until further notice. So we want to thank you for coming around. We informed you when we were about starting, and it is necessary for us to update you, from time to time. You are all welcome.
So, gentlemen of the press, you have heard him out.
Given to commercial banks, if it doesn't translate to cash, to somebody's money, you say we should bring our money, you are changing it. We brought our money, and you are telling me you cannot give me my money. And you are telling me you argue, you direct, and we say provide cash. So if they are operating at the realm of arguing and directing, it has still not met our demand, which is provision of cash. Yeah, one after the other. We made it clear why the election was on. We don't want to be lamenting after the head is off. All the ills of INEC, we highlighted it. And it's a process that we quarrel with the way it was going on. And having done that, the thing is now before the courts. they have a role, constitutional role to play. Just like the press, the fourth estate of the realm, there's a constitutional provision for the court, to play, those that are aggrieved. But as human beings, even before these matters went to the court, we have made our positions clear, because I will not go into the issue of this ballot booth is 1 vote, is 2 votes. That I cannot ascertain now. But we have looked at the process, looked at people being disenfranchised, looked at the Nigerian government, the IG not providing security to people, and all that. People were wounded, people were maimed, people were, not allowed to conduct election. In some places, they wrote, if there are 30 constituencies, they wrote result for 30 constituencies and announced it. Now, what that means is that INEC is not worth tissue paper these days. People no longer respect them. So if they decide to get that appellation to themselves, is it my business? If an organization decides to lose credibility before the eyes of the people, it's not my duty. So the courts will determine the issues of election, who won. And you can see what they are doing, inconclusive and non-inconclusive. You can see what even some of the returning officers are saying directly. So I think from the look of things, it will even be better to say we should stop election in this country. And if we stop election in this country, INEC will now appoint anybody they like, as leaders, even in local government and wards. That will be clearer instead of putting us through this hurdle. The INEC is not reflecting the wish of Nigerian people. So, but the courts, they have the right. They can impose their own officers. The courts now impose officers. They can impose their officers. We can give INEC and the courts the right to decide who will be governor, who will be senator, and who will be president. So that is what we are seeing in this country.
Any more questions? I have a question.
Okay. Apparently there will be protests. Apparently the protest will not, is not going to filling stations at NNPC. And it will seem as if it's only CBN. That of CBN, is affecting everybody, even those that don't buy fuel. Pepper sellers, whatever. But the action of Wednesday, the action of stay-at-home, the action of industrial action affects all. Because if you don't equally have money, you will not equally be able to access fuel. So those issues we have not removed any. The issue of provision of, proper distribution of petroleum products. And if you watch, you see various prices. In Abuja you can get 195. In Umuahia you can get 350. Some other places you get 2 something. Some other places it is not available. So those are the issues that we are taking on from Wednesday. But we will be physically present at all CBN, offices nationwide. So that is clear. Those are the 2 major issues we have: availability of petroleum products and cash. Because even when they talk of transfer, they are not going through. They are hanging. So it's like, everybody go and roast. No money, no food. Without money, you can't buy food. So that's the situation. We've not discountenanced that.
So, gentlemen of the press, in the absence of further questions,